Why do large vocabularies characterize executives and possibly outstanding men and women in other fields? The final answer seems to be that words are the instruments by means of which men and women grasp the thoughts of others and with which they do much of their own thinking. They are the tools of thought. This is a quote from 30 Days to Better English, a book I highly recommend to anyone who wants to improve their English. Not just non-natives, but also native speakers who you could argue are also English learners, because there's always more to learn. Vocabulary is not just about sounding fancy. It's about understanding ideas and concepts more deeply and being able to express them more clearly. You could have the most powerful ideas, but if you can't express them clearly in a way that other people can understand, then they will only ever be ideas. I want you to practice your vocabulary, and I'm going to give you a section from this book that it says to do if you want to improve. I'll give you a task following this. Learning new words is a lot easier than you may think, provided you go about it in the right way. The secret of successful vocabulary building is repetition. To add a new word to your vocabulary so that it really sticks there, permanently, unforgettably, usefully, you must see or hear that word in many different contexts and in variety of different forms. I love this. This is exactly what I coach to my clients, to the students that want to improve their vocabulary, because it is about repetition and it's about learning in context. The problem I see with so many educational institutions, schools, even apps, they do have repetition, that's good, but not always in context. They might just give you a word in one sentence. That's okay. But here it's saying you need to see it in different contexts. This is going to build a stronger connection between your active and your passive vocabulary. In fact, I talked about this yesterday with a member of the Fluency Code, and this was a really good idea, so I wanted to make this video. What I want you to do, when you see a word that you don't know, or you hear a word, you don't know what it means, write it down, find a definition. This is easy. There are dictionaries everywhere online. Just type the word in, look for the meaning, write the definition. You can do this in your native language if that helps you understand the word more deeply. Some people say don't do that. I disagree. I think this is about comprehension. Write it in your native language if that helps. Then write 5 sentences. That's it, 5 sentences using that word in different contexts. So for example, here I have a word. Let's find a good word. Okay. Loquacious. I love this word. Loquacious. A loquacious woman. Loquacious just means talkative. Someone who likes to talk a lot. They are loquacious. So I could write loquacious in 5 different sentences. For example, my best friend is very loquacious. Sentence 1. I want to be more loquacious. Sentence 2. And so on. I can do 5 sentences. Then, once I have written those sentences, I read them out loud using my voice. Now I'm not just building comprehension. I'm building production. I'm using my mouth to produce these words. It's a connection between your brain and your mouth. And then do spaced repetition. So, just like it says here, The secret of successful vocabulary building is repetition. You come back to the 5 sentences tomorrow, read them again, then the day after, read them again, and soon this word will become automatic. It might take a few days, it might take longer, it might happen in one day. It depends. Some words are easier than others to remember, but the goal here is repetition and context. Make sure that you understand the meaning in different contexts. This will then help you retrieve it when you're speaking. And that's what I want you to do. Not just understand English, but speak it well, with eloquence. I want you to be loquacious. Now, do that. Go and find a word. Write it 5 times in different sentences. Say it out loud. And post it in the English-speaking gym. And let's see what words you come up with. And if anyone is interested, this book, 30 Days to Better English, I like it, but I will be doing more like this, where I'll just give you insights and tips from different books that I have about improving different areas of your communication skills. Now, go find a word, learn it, let's go.